watching. Guys, good evening on this beautiful Tuesday evening. Hi, if you're looking at the screen right now, you're thinking, who the heck is this person talking to you? Hi, my name is Dainara. I'm a small-time content creator, a podcaster, and a mom of three. I'm also a digital podcaster that likes to share my journey and all of my fellow digital marketers' journey. And that is why I invited all of my new friends, some old friends, some new friends here to join me on these lives every single Tuesday of this month to talk about different topics. And here we all are. So if you guys saw us last week and you're back this week, I appreciate each and every one of you. But that being said, the show is not about me, guys. The show is about all of us. So I want to take this moment here to let all of my co-hosts join in, tell you guys a little bit about themselves. Just introduce yourselves, guys, and we'll start from there. So I'm just going to go down the line. I'll let you know who's next. Kind of like a teacher. So Kira, you're actually first up. If you want to go ahead and introduce yourself, and we'll keep on going through everyone.
Hi, we're the Ferals. My name is Kira, and this is Ryan. He says hello. So, as I always joke, he's the brains, and I'm the beauty of the operation. We are getting ready to travel and the entire U.S. with our RV coming soon. So keep up to date on that, and just making unforgettable memories and trying to get financially free while doing it. Right. So that's the plan.
Love that. I love it. You already know I'm your biggest fan, so I'm going to be in there each and every episode watching you, kind of living the experience through you, because you already know my sad story, but we're not going to talk about that right now. And, hi, Ryan. It's so nice to see you, finally. Your camera.
You won't see me on camera very much, but here I am.
I know. This is a once-in-a-lifetime moment, guys.
Yeah, there you go.
So get in. Yeah, well, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you both. So, moving on to the next person in line would be Ms. Len. If you want to go ahead and unmute yourself and just share with class, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hello, Lenny Escalin. I am in my mid-50s, and I joined this great community because I plan to retire by 55. That is my goal. It's been our goal. My husband and I we turned 50. And with the pandemic and all that, we became energetic, so we decided we want to downsize, become financially free, have land. We did the RV. Our house to an RV, and then at the end of 2023, we end up with a mortgage again, and we're like, what the heck? So here I am on the digital space on my road to fixing my land and hitting the road, because I love to travel, which is what we did every month for the last 2 years. Everybody thought we were retired. Everybody's like, are you retired? We're like, no, we get every other Friday off, but we're always gone. So Eddie was great, and living debt free, which we did for the most part, was wow. It was just so freeing, and finding us in this position again is like, what the heck? So we're like, you know what? We set a goal and we're heading for it, and that's what we're here for. So
love that. Love that. And you are on your way there, girls. That's the important part, that you are taking the steps that you needed to take to be at 55 retired and not having to worry about anything and on the road again, okay? Love it. Well, since we are on the topic of RVing, we might as well go on to our RVer of the class, which is our mama on the road here, Miss Samantha. So if you want to go ahead and mute yourself and just share with the class a little bit about yourself and everyone that is watching.
Hey y'all, my name is Sam. I am a full-time RV mom of 3 little kids. So far, since joining this online space, I have been able to travel for the last 4 months. My plan to retire is right now. I do not want to work for anyone else, and just joining this online space has one changed for my family, and I don't think I'm going back. I think I'm gonna continue doing some more stuff on here and just keep going, travel more.
I love that. Yes, yes. I love that mindset of you don't want to worry about 5, 10, 15 years. You're living in the now. How many of us don't want to live in the now, right? We're kind of stuck having to plan for the future because, I can attest for it myself. When I started my family, we are starting from the bottom, right? From zero. So each and every one of us has our struggles for sure, but I love that your mind is set on the now because a lot of us don't kind of forget that, right? You have to really enjoy what you're living in the moment. And digital marketing, I know, definitely did that for you, allowed that to be your life now. And I absolutely love that. And that is what I hope and wish for everyone that's watching, that what you hear today will help you make that decision so you can change your tomorrow and you don't have to worry about retirement in the future, but you could bring it into the now. I love that. Awesome. All right, so Deborah, thank you so much for being here, guys. This is another new face. So some of us, you have seen it before. Ms. Len, Samantha, and Deborah are my newbies on this second time roundtable. So Ms. Deborah, if you want to go ahead and unmute yourself and just share a little bit about yourself and your journey, whatever you want to share.
Thank you, Dianora. Well, I kind of backed into this digital marketing first, helping my sister with her restaurant, and got on that quick learning curve of how to even post because I had not really been in the social media space. And then I've just always wanted to own my own business and knew I was called to the marketplace, yet didn't know how to do that. And then all of a sudden this program comes up and it checked every single box that I needed. Proven success, done for you, low investment, an amazing community. And so that is when I jumped in, and it has been such an amazing experience, stretching me. I mean, who knew? I mean, I'm doing these Tuesdays at 2 and putting them on YouTube and just, stuff that I just didn't even think about a couple of months ago. So it's been great and have really enjoyed it.
I love that. That just goes to show that, I love the fact that it's kind of like you're, in a sense, saying this program allowed you to feel confident and learn things about yourself that maybe you didn't know were there. They were there the whole time. All of this was inside of you already, but you just needed that push to kind of step forward, do the first step towards it. So I absolutely love that. And I can relate a lot with that because honestly, nobody knew me 6 months ago because I was always the person on the other side of the camera. I was not about sharing my life with absolutely no one. I was the shy girl in the background, did not want anything to do with any kind of limelight. This, like you said, the program, everything that you learn through it, of course, you are building your business, you are building all of this for your future, but you're also building within yourself and you're kind of relearning who you are and maybe even becoming the actual you, so
that's so true.
I love to hear that, Deborah. Well, you know I love you already, so.
Yes, thank you.
All right, and last but not least, you saw him last week, but he is back again. Aaron, thank you so much for being here, and go ahead and just share with the class a little bit about yourself and your journey, and the floor is yours.
All right. Thank you, and I appreciate this moment and opportunity to be here amongst my peers with this digital community world. I started started this journey a few months back just to save my company. I'm a private personal consultant, advocate for mental health, and just really doing whatever I can to keep my company afloat. And once I found out about digital products, it gave me a little relief knowing that I didn't have to deal with the middleman with splitting profits, because I like to work, but not as far as not making money for myself. I was feeling like I was doing a lot of the same work, working for somebody else with these products that was, I have a master resale right, so that's what really took me into the digital space, and also to pass out the word of mental health awareness, and also to educate people with that. And as an addition, that allow people some financial stability with passive income. So that's my journey, just to teach people about mental health and to give them some hope with financial stability through this digital marketing program that I found.
I love that. I love that, Aaron. You already know that I absolutely adore like just the peace and everything that comes. I don't know if you guys follow him yet. You really should. Each and every person that's watching us, please go ahead and look at our stuff. Go ahead and look at our what are they called? Oh my goodness, platform. My mind is blank right now. But I absolutely love your aura, everything about you. But I love the fact that you said it very clearly. You did this to help out your business, right? A business that you already own. And this is key, because a lot of times people think that because they already started one thing, they can't necessarily jump into another or add it to their business, or like it wouldn't necessarily connect. But honestly, everything is going digital now, right? And the digital space is so powerful. It can literally make or break businesses. So like you said, you added this to your kind of like your arsenal of things that you can offer, right? And essentially growing your business even more and just expanding it. So that's really, for anyone that already has a business, this is a great way to learn how to make it bigger, better, and prosper in ways that you maybe didn't think were possible in the past, So thank you again for each and every one of you for being here. For everyone watching, I really, really appreciate you guys being here. If you want to go ahead and put down in the comments that you're watching live, we would love to know who is here, who is watching. If you're watching the replays, go ahead and put that down there as well. And as always, I welcome any questions. We will answer any questions you put down there. Today, I think it's going to be a very, very special. Kira is watching live, she says in the comments. I feel like tonight is very, very special, because we're going to talk about something that I know when I started the digital space, and you guys can definitely, if you guys were on the same boat, you can let me know here. But when I started, I had no idea what branding was, right? For me, branding was more like, I just thought of brands like Nike, Adidas, like that's what I thought. Like I didn't think that a person that was doing digital marketing for themselves or whatever would even need to worry about that, right? Because I was like, well, that's like for the big leagues. That has nothing to do with the little guys. And boy, was I wrong, right? Because essentially branding is your essence, your representation, your company in a whole, right? So I was completely oblivious, but I think today is going to bring a lot of clarity to a lot of people that were kind of like in my position of having absolutely no idea what the heck that it was, and just kind of seeing all of the sides to it. So what were you guys, am I the only one here that was like oblivious to branding? Because honestly, I was like, what the heck?
This one right here. This one.
Like, we don't need that. Dark. throw that section out the book. No, that is so funny. Yes, no. It was really hard for me to wrap my head around it, right? But having a strong, unique brand can literally make or break your business, right? Because essentially, it's what people know you for. So it's the face of it all. If they hear your name, what they think of, right? Because I absolutely love that each and every one of us kind of has like a whole different brand in a sense. So tonight we're kind of bringing all aspects of it, which I absolutely love. But in that sense, I would love to know, why do you think having a unique personal brand helps in marketing? I mean, what does that really do? To me, again, it just kind of sets you apart, and it gives people clarity on exactly what you are and how you would benefit, how they would benefit from doing anything with you or being a part of your company or whatever it is that your business is. That is why, for me, I think having a unique personal brand would help a business. But you guys, again, floor is completely open. You can unmute yourselves completely. You don't have to keep yourself unmuted. Anyone wants to go ahead and answer this for the people that are watching?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and start. I would definitely say, like, with differentiation, I can't say the word. Say that word for me.
Differentiation.
That word.
That's a big word.
In your niche is definitely a big one. Even though, like, travel is huge, right? It's a very big niche. But there's so many things that you can do within travel. It's not just one little thing. There's so many different things that can kind of go into that. Also, like, building authentic connections. You know me, I'm a big connector and a big just person that is, proof is in the pudding. But if you go on social media and you're just making those connections with people and you are saying, hey, this is who I am, who are you, make those friends, make those connections. And then most importantly, be a storyteller. Again, right now we don't have an RV, we're not traveling, but we're telling people, hey, this is what we're getting ready to do. These are the things we're doing to get there. And it's the storyline to getting to where you're going. And then once you get going, that's the good of it. You know what I mean?
That's the climax, girl. You're the start of the movie. We're just kind of getting to know you. We're checking along, getting to the top. I love that. Yes, I love that you said that, because one thing that I think when I think about having a unique brand, and I guess the way I kind of made it clear in my own mind, like for me to understand it, is you're just trying to create your own little corner in this digital space, right? And like you said, niches are very big. You guys are in travel. I have you, Len, Samantha, you are all in travel, yet each and every one of you are all so different. The way that you do things, the way that you share things, they're all so different. I think that is what having a unique brand, definitely between the three of you, as far as I see it, is very beneficial, because you know exactly what you're going to get with following the Pharaohs. You know exactly what you're going to get with the Generos. Len, obviously, like, it's that's how I made it clear. Having your own little corner in this huge digital space. Anyone else?
Yeah, I like to take it back. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
Go ahead, Lynn. Erin.
Well, for us, because we started this journey in 2020 of the downsizing and wanting to retire, and we were trying so much that my hashtag was easy, joyful couple, right? Because it was just my husband and I. So, and people started like, oh my God, where are you guys now? And it was kind of like wearing the words, the easy, joyful couple type of thing. So I would just put things like, guess where we are now? And people would be just guessing. I'm like, no, or yes, or whatever it was. Oh. But I think when I started, because I was doing an MLM, that's how I was introduced to social media. So I started just sharing our travel and creating a vision board, which I had no idea what the heck that was. And I'm like, well, I make it, but whether or not it's going to happen, I was very skeptical. So when I put that vision board, and it was one of those things, I want to sell the house, I want to pay off the bills, I want to get an RV and downsize and get land. And then people were like expecting like, did they? And then I was just checking things off. So now now that I'm finding myself in this situation again in 2023 of having to have bills again, now we have a different approach. I still do the hashtag easy joyful couple, but now my purpose have been changed. That's why I put my YouTube as Prosper with Purpose, financial now. Is financial, is health wise. You know, my husband is a retired vet and he's broken, so I wanted to retire him, and it was getting the land and getting the homestead, being self-sufficient. So I want to give people, you have to have a vision board, but you have to have a purpose behind everything you do. If you don't, then you're just going through the motions that you may or may not get there if you don't have a goal and a target. So for me now, it's going to be prosper with purpose, and it's going to be a purpose. Every time I share a story, I tell people, well, you know what, I was at Whataburger. My husband wanted to have Whataburger, and this is why I can travel, and this is why I'm doing digital marketing. And then whenever I do something else out on the land, it's like, well, this is, you know, I have my top 3 things of what I want to accomplish. So I try to tag every time I do a live or anything like that to what our purpose is. So that's gonna be my what is it? The personal brand is prospering with a purpose. So
love that. Deborah, Aaron, whoever wants to go next. I know everybody talked at the same time sometimes.
I know. I just was gonna just kind of tag on what Kira said about how important storytelling is, and that is one of the things that we have really learned in this community is about sharing your story. And I made the mistake at first of just seeing the successful ones on there and then just doing what they were doing. And it was so not authentic, is what Kira was talking about. It was not authentic. It was not me. And so I had to do a little reset and go really dig back and say, why did I join this? What is my why?
Exactly.
What was my why to then be able to share to others? And so, and it really has helped me. And that was when I launched my Tuesdays at 2 with Deborah on Facebook Live, doing my identity in Christ and really blending my faith with my digital marketing. And I always thought they were going to be separate. And then it was like, no, it's supposed to merge. And so, I know. And so, but it's part of my story, right? Of who I am, that I've been called to the marketplace. I had to really have a clear picture of what the product was before I would even step out in faith. So, and I know there's a lot of other people out there like me. And so it just really has helped. Once I figured out, be authentic, be you, and tell your story. And that's what's so important, I think.
Yeah.
I love what all 3 of you guys have shared, because to wrap it up, with Kira's storytelling, with Lynn, the hashtags, and with Deborah, like, you know, just watching other people's content, the way that they brand themselves and finding your own niche and identity. I feel like that's all a big part of branding, and that's how I started as well with the hashtags, and then learning who I am, and like Deborah said, the why is really important with branding, and it helps you become a personal brand, whether you evolve into that way or not. How you start off, you just eventually begin to start sharing more of yourself, and you begin to get more comfortable with your branding, and it becomes personal after a while, whether you want it to or not. But with these 3 things that they all share, like knowing your why, using hashtags, things that's special to you, sharing your story like Kira, and having a support system, you know, like it's all possible. And these are part of branding yourself, and it's fun to do so. You also become more comfortable the more consistent you are with pushing your company out there. Just getting exposure is really what branding is about. But the way that everyone do it is different, and it's very important each way that everyone do it, because it all ties in together.
Definitely. I agree with you 100%, Aaron. Sam, you want to jump in on that? Because I mean, if I know anyone that is good with branding, anyone that has a clear brand, it's definitely Sam in my book.
So yes, what everyone was was saying was on point. But when I see a brand, I want to see who that person is, and then if I can't tell what your brand is from looking like who your target audience is going to be. So when I look at or see brands, I see who their target audience is. So if your brand obviously doesn't say anything about what your values are, who you are as a person, and who you're targeting, like who you're going for, because a brand can literally, like just Nike. Everybody knows, you wear Nike shoes. It's for running. It's for working out and stuff. Like they know who their target audience is. So a brand, yes, it is for your personality, your values, and your why, but you really have to also tailor it to who your target audience is. Are they going to be comfortable going with you? Are they going to be comfortable going with your value, know, like, and trust you? So yes, I do believe all of that stuff is in there, but you also got to keep in mind of your target audience.
That's powerful.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, honestly, like you said, it makes things so much more clear, especially when, like, we're talking about having a unique, powerful brand. Having that be crystal clear not only helps you also feel like Deborah says, when you're trying to copy other things other people because you see that they have success with it, you're gonna fall into the unfortunate, like the muddiness of it, right? You're not really gonna know who you're talking to or why, because you're just kind of repeating what you see that is successful for others, and what works for some people definitely does not work for everyone. And I know I went through that as well, Deborah. I'm 100% with you there. I remember I have this horrific line that if whoever saw it, great. Whoever didn't, that's too bad. You're never going to see it again. Where I tried to do everything like Michelle. I absolutely love her. She is amazing. I'm just not Michelle. And I tried to do the board. I tried to do the girl. If I was awkward, the people that were watching me, I know that they were awkward. I think even Facebook was like, girl, please stop. We need to stop here. But again, yeah, like Sam said, having, tailoring your brand, your image to the people that you want to give that message to connect with your target audience, that just helps you just have that presence that, like Sam says, people will see you, they will, look into your business, and they'll know, okay, yeah, this is what I'm looking for. This is for me. Or they'll be like, you know what? No, this is not for me. Perfect. Move on to the next. Because that's just how it is. Not your business will not be for everyone, but you definitely want to tailor it to the people that you want it to be, so it can, be directly pointed at them and they can receive that message. So love that. Thank you for everyone sharing on that. That was really awesome. But with that being said, I mean, how do you think, or what are your best ways? I would love to know a little bit of, like, if you guys want to give maybe some of your own examples, best ways that you create a real and friendly online presence. Like, how have you guys done that? Because I know for me it was kind of like, again, an uphill battle, because I started copying what I thought was success and what success looked like, and that got me nowhere very, very fast. And I think I lost a lot of my first, like, I was out the door and I was like, yes, I'm gonna do this, and I got nowhere fast, and that really set me back a couple of steps, and it took me a while to kind of catch up and do anything successful with my business. But what were ways, I guess, that you guys maybe learned along the way to just create those, like, real, like, what your presence is now?
For me, can I start off?
Of course.
All right. Sticking to one platform is really key, because when you start an online presence, like going live or anything, just putting yourself out there and trying to market for your business, you have to be consistent with one platform and know that platform is different from every other platform. So with me, like I've been on Facebook the longest, but I was too comfortable with it, so I jumped over to TikTok, and I started learning my perfect customer with the digital marketing. And also I started catering to my perfect customer, and I started getting comfortable with the content. I'm getting more comfortable, and I'm starting to know how to message to my perfect customers. And it's like, I'm not not scared to do it. It's just like a learning experience, but sticking with one platform definitely helps bring a more comfortable personality to my core audience and to my customers for them to get to know who I am.
I love that. Yeah, because it makes it just a little clearer to understand. And I love that you mentioned being consistent or on one platform. Guys,